Hey everybody, welcome to Paint Minis Live. I'm your host, Bill T. We're down here in the Creation Cave tonight, back again with some more Dwarves, hence the title, Diggy Diggy Hole. Diggy Diggy Hole Hole. Well, that was the previous title, was Diggy Diggy Hole, and then this one is now Diggy Diggy Hole Hole, after the song. There's a song about it. You can go ahead and check that out around the YouTubes. It's pretty funny. But I thought it was kind of a fun thing to put in there. Thank you to Frost and Fist for lurking. Always good to have you in the background. Have fun in your D&D session tonight. I hope everything goes well. Hope you get lots of treasure and have a great time with your adventuring party. So, again, just wanted to say thanks for that. We have one live chat lounge cat in the stream so far. Hello, hello. So without further ado, I think I'm gonna just get right to it, right to painting. Not really a ton of like news to talk about per se. I had a great time last night with the Dungeon Delver and Mr. Kyle Schwant playing Conflict, as well as Jason and Kennick is in usually in the chat here too. Some of our frequent flyers coming around. So I was playing with them. We had a great time. It was a wonderful wrap up to the Conflict campaign over there. I had quite the memorable ending. It was a good time had by all, I think. So again, thanks to the Delver and to Kyle for having me over and playing through a season of Conflict with them. And man, they're just good folks over there. Good folks over there. So all right. Let's get the workstation on the big screen. There we are. There we have it. So I believe, let's see here. Last time, these guys are looking pretty good. I think last time we had some of these guys we were just doing some details on. We did the gun on this guy. This guy's pretty cool. Come on in here. Let's check this out, huh? There we go. So we had done some of the woodwork for his tiny musket thing going on, a little bit of the metal work there. We did just a little bit of decoration on his armor with this color shift paint. This camera is really picking up on the teal, but you can kind of see the purple going through there. Depending on the lighting, it'll change. It's pretty cool paint from Turbo Dork. So we have all that going on. Yeah, I think we're just gonna keep trucking away at these guys. We have 4 out of the 5 of this group that are pretty far along, and so I'm hoping we can kind of perfect these 4 tonight and kind of get them going. Thanks there, Frost and Fist. Again, I hope you have a great time with your adventuring party tonight during your D&D campaign, or your adventure. So say hi to the party from me, and good luck. I hope you get lots of treasure. We have no problem. Hey, what's going on? We got Robert Phillips. Hello, Robert. Welcome back. Always a good sight to see. And indeed, Bad Frag Bill. That was quite the shenanigans last night too. That was not one of my very many not so proudest moments from that session and many others in Conflict. I think it was kind of there more for the comic relief. I think we did a little bit of the leather work on these guys. how did the leather stuff turn out once it dried? Let's check that out, huh? Bam. Yeah, it's all fun and games till somebody gets hurt. Oh, not bad. I think that turned out pretty well, actually. It's looking good. It's looking good. All right. So we know that formula will work, at least for our little minions here. So I think almost all of them are going to get that treatment. Some of them I had done, like this guy in particular here. I kind of went with a more plate mail-y scheme, but doesn't really quite break him up as much. We'll keep the paintwork there, though. I think it's something we could look over. So yeah, I think we're doing pretty good. So I'm gonna put some of this this Pro Acryl Light Umber on the paint shaker, and we'll get to painting. Actually, we're gonna start with Dark Umber because I believe that was our beginning color for this whole procedure. All right, that ought to do it. Okay. I'm going to use this well right here to conduct tonight's business. Just a little dab will do ya. Don't need too much. Bit of water to thin it all down with. So I've been thinking about that 24-hour paint stream and when I am going to get that in. I haven't really settled on a date for that, but I do like the idea. It is something that I definitely want to do. I'm just struggling as to the when. And got some things kind of on the books already in the calendar, which is all good. I do want to do it soon while the idea is hot. This definitely looks a bit more platey than the other guys. Do they all look like that? Oh, definitely not. Some of them look leather, some of them definitely look like plates. They all kind of look like plates, but we're gonna treat it as leather, just to make it look cool. Mike Dymart coming back again! Alright, well, thanks for lurking, I do appreciate it. I hope work goes nice and easy for you. And thanks for keeping us on in the background. Hopefully we'll be somewhat entertaining for you tonight. We're just gonna go in here. If I can, maybe I'm gonna zoom this in just a hair. Oh, we are at max capacity, friends. Bob Jester, hello Bob Jester. It was fun playing DDO with you the other night. We are painting some Abyssal Dwarves. One of our viewers, Cal, sent us in a few minis from his collection. These are Abyssal Dwarves from Mantic Games. And so we're painting them up for him, just for him, just because he's cool. And If I can get the camera to focus. There we go. So yeah, that's what we're up to tonight. Just kind of kicking back, doing some dwarves. Currently looking for the little tabards that kind of resemble some leather going on. And Calvinoni, the one and only, has come into the chat. Hello, hello. Indeed there, Robert. Cal's painting some Abyssal Warhounds for this army. Wonderful, wonderful. Again, I am so sorry that I've had these for 4 bloody months, but I did want to do them justice. You know, these are going in quite the extensive collection, and if they're gonna get Paint Minis livified, I wanted to make sure I did them right. Give them each the time they deserve on the painting table here. I think they are. They an evil? They sound evil. That's for sure. Yeah, I would definitely agree there. Bob Jester, DDO was indeed a blast. I think I almost died laughing at one of our party members who had read an entire section of NPC dialogue as Christopher Walken. I thought I was gonna suffocate. Seriously. That was good. That was good. Bob Jester, Tonka Todd, they both kind of pulled me into this Dungeons and Dragons online game, and it was mostly Todd's doing. I mean, you know, that's kind of it's definitely a Todd thing, but for getting me into it. But he was lobbying about it for a long time. He was like, "Oh my gosh, man, we have so much fun." I was like, "Okay, I'll hop in and I'll give it a shot." It's a super old MMO from like way back, and they treat it like an open mic comedy club. It's freaking hilarious. I laughed, I cried, I ran the whole gambit. Maybe and it was just good, wholesome adult entertainment. Probably nothing I could really stream here, but I am telling you, they were really. It is open mic comedy club time over at Bob Jester's DDO. Yeah, he does. Dude knows how to, that's for sure. I was a little bit sad the other day. Miss Bella Games, I was looking forward to her stream, and I've been working really hard on Paint Minis Live and some of the projects that I've been, you know, kind of talking about that will be coming out in the future. And I was so tired on Tuesday. I came home and I think I slept for like 4 or 5 hours because I had just been running up this clock of sleep debt from staying up too late and working on some of these projects that yeah, I missed it. I caught the replay though. I know she appreciated that, but I did want to catch her stream. Another kind of person of interest, you know, I keep tabs on all of our YouTube friends of the channel here. If you haven't yet, go check out Lightmane and his channel. It's Lightmane. He's a writer that does a fantastic D&D story, and go check his stuff out. Give it a listen. Drop him a like, some comments. Just show him a little love. I am. I like listening to his stuff. When I'm just painting for personal pleasure, on projects that I want to do, kind of just for myself, which is few and far between these days. But when I was doing it, I was kind of listening to his novels, and they're a lot of fun. I'm still working through the first one, but I've really enjoyed it. It's a fairly long series, so if you're into kind of a meat and potatoes kind of thing, you can sink your teeth into. It's good. It's good stuff. As I'm just gonna sit here and throw paint bottles. I like to slip out of my hands every now and then. I'm just shaking up some silver. We're gonna do some silver on this guy's necklace here. Just as soon as I've got it all good and ready. So what's everybody been up to these days in the land of hobby? Yeah, for sure. I mean, he's got they're like voiceover video kind of things, but he's essentially reading his novel to you, audiobook style, which I like to put on when I'm at work as well. I'll pop in for 15 minutes with his stuff when I can, if I'm all alone doing something at work. I usually like to pop on an audiobook, and that's kind of been my go-to. I think he's got a paperback thing too. So if you're into just straight up novel reading and that's more your sauce, he's got you covered there. But he's been working on this thing for quite a while. And it shows. He's got some good stuff. Just working on some little bits and pieces here. Just trying to make these guys kind of stand out, We've got a pretty established color scheme here now that I'm fairly comfortable in working with. Kind of got this silver. These silver outlines for the majority of the larger bits. And then we've got rose gold for the more intricate details. One thing that I've always wanted to do, but I haven't, is I've seen people use Photoshop to take models and essentially pre-paint them digitally to see how different color schemes would react. That is something that's kind of on my bucket list of things I would love to try, but may never get around to, which is totally fine. But yeah, that was something that I saw the other day, and I was like, oh my gosh, that would be so cool. We got 7 live chat lounge cats in the stream. Thank you all for being here, both those lurking and those who are in the chat. Cal's trying to get his minis done. Gotcha. Thanks for painting with us, Cal. Just got Greyhawk runes off Drive-Thru RPG. Mega dungeon with maddening isometric maps with varying scales, but fun. Okay, all right. That's a pretty cool haul. The maddening isometric maps. I think I would probably have some eyebrow twitch at that one. That would be a little tough to wrap my head around. Oh boy. Now that's, yeah, oof. There isn't even north or south. Just here's a pretty picture. Go and go have fun. Go have fun. No instructions included. This is just a IKEA adventure. There may be a few nuts and bolts missing in the package, but I'm sure you'll understand. We hope you enjoyed the Swedish meatballs. It's kind of what that sounds like to me. Stretch out just a little bit here. Let's see. We need a. I think this guy's probably gonna have a black beard with like gray highlights, which is a color that I don't believe I have out yet. Give me just a moment. I think a lot of these guys don't have painted beards, and that is like the thing with dwarves, right? They have these massive beards, and then they're usually a really strong color like red or black or gray or something like that. They've got these big old beards, so we're gonna try and make those shine. Take out my big old paint bucket here. Yeah, I think that's probably the way to do it. You're gonna wanna put something in there for sure, because that would be a little tough. We're gonna go with black as our shadow. We're gonna need a gray, probably a little bit like a darker gray. We'll see. Go with a not dark warm gray. It's maybe I don't know. We'll put it in the maybe pile as a layer for some of our beards. We're gonna do a couple of different colors, but I'm just gonna focus on one for now because my paint bucket is still very unorganized, as per the usual around here. Here's neutral gray. That would probably work out pretty well, and then we're gonna want to get like a bright neutral gray for sure for highlights, and we will call that good for a yo-ho bottle of rum Blackbeard on our dwarves. Very nice. But yeah, trying to follow that would be a bit of a mind melter, I think, when it comes to trying to describe your party, where they're going, where they've came from, and keeping all that straight in your head. That would be one of those good luck for sure. Is this a bottle of paint I haven't used yet? Let's find out. I think it is. Oh, look at that, friends. We have an unopened bottle of paint on Paint Minis Live. It's celebration time. Whenever we get a chance to open a new bottle of paint, it is a new A new experience for all involved. So I'm gonna get that ready. We're gonna pop open this bottle of paint here. Right? It's like one of my favorite things. I love opening bottles of paint. It is a satisfying experience. It's like the car freshener, you know, the new car smell in those air fresheners and such. It's just all the good stuff. Granted, I don't smell my paint, but it's got that same kind of feeling for me, I suppose. All right. Instead of an unboxing, we do uncapping of paints. Very nice. Alrighty. Believe it or not, I've actually been talking to, with Monument Hobbies in conjunction with one of the projects I've been working on. Some fine folks there. Trying to get a couple things sorted with them, but we've got some stuff that hopefully will pan out for PML. Working with Monument in the future. This one looks like it might need to go in the shaker. I think all of them probably need to go in the shaker. It's been a while since I've gone through some of these colors. So I'm gonna put some paints on the paint shaker, and we will get bopping on some beards. I have not seen that Bob Jester. That's she had a WotC package for the D&D 50th anniversary, and it was all just tchotchkes. Yeah, I mute it when I have the paint shaker on, because otherwise it sounds like this. It's kind of a noisy thing. So I just kind of mute it for your sake of mine. But no, I haven't seen anything about that. Lifestyle brand tchotchkes. Like, what was in there? I guess I could go searching for it. But yeah, that's quite weird. Yeah, that's what I want to know. What's up with the Greeblies? What are they putting there? Oh boy. We're gonna have to go down a rabbit hole, huh? I feel like this is one of those hockey game conundrums. I went to Paint Minis Live to watch miniature painting, and a YouTube talk show broke out. Kind of like being at a hockey game, where I went to a boxing match and a hockey game broke out. Yeah, we're gonna have to maybe do a little investigation live on the paint minis live while we paint here in just a couple minutes. I'm sorry, but you know, if that's true, the Willy Wonka experience called, and they want their cringe back. Sorry. We got 8 live chat lounge cats in the Paint Minis live chat. Thank you all for being here. Thank you, the lurkers. Thank you to everybody chatting it up right now and everybody watching in between. Wow. That is some stuff. I guess I'm gonna use the world's tiniest keyboard here, and we're gonna go search ourselves some information on what exactly is going on with this. All right. Let's see. I'm just gonna kind of go ahead and... Oh, shoot. Well. Kind of forgot I unplugged the... Okay. Alright. Alright, I see what's going on here. Alright. I forgot that I unplugged the world's tiniest keyboard. Just a second while we get that going. I'm just gonna go through the search results prior to putting them up on screen. Let's see here. Vid from Darlington Kingsmill, Monarch's Factory. Dale Kingsmill. Alright, Monarch's Factory. Okay, I hope this is pretty tame. I guess, yeah, I guess we'll go through this. Alright, let's see if I can figure this out. Let's share screens here real quick. Yes, I want to share a thing. Alright, we'll go ahead and check this out real quick. It's okay, cool. Alright. Okay, alright. It's like the stuff they hand out at New Year's Eve. That's it? that's great, man. Oh my gosh. Oh wow. Wow. Oh man. Okay, honestly, that golden bucket to me, all right, hold on. Well, thank you very much, Monarch's Factory, for enlightening us as to that hall of stuff. That was definitely some stuff. Let's just real quick here unpack that. Before I know I want to go back. I'm gonna go back to the dwarves here in a minute and back to the painting. But like, oh man, I gotta say, well, first off, whoever's viewing on Twitch, hey, how you doing? Thanks for being here. We're casting on YouTube, Twitch, and X. This is Paint Minis Live, and this is what we do. We paint minis live. We joke about things. This was one of the topics. Was this 50-year anniversary bundle thing going on that this lady got? That bucket that she had though was like to me it kind of reminded me of like one of those metal trash cans, and they just kind of like stuck little like swirly little handles on it, and they called it this golden bucket. And yeah, the 3D printed glasses were like, okay, that's kind of cool, I guess. But and they gave her a wine stopper, and it just didn't. There wasn't a theme. It didn't seem like there was like. Did they just give her like a bag of like really crappy confetti too in there just to like throw around and be like, yeah, 50. I yeah. Yeah, that was a little depressing to watch. The box art was cool. Honestly, the foil box art in there, that was pretty cool. But the rest of it was kind of what a letdown, man. What a letdown. Yeah. Oh, I can't. Yeah. Yeah. I think if I was, they need somebody with some brains going on over there over at Hasbro. I'm sorry. I don't even think it's Watsy anymore. And like those, I don't think they have. I don't think they have a hand in this. I think it's mostly Hasbro, and the fact that they've cut so much out of that company, and now they're sending out these like really gimmicky, yeah, tchotchkes to people is kind of reinforcing that for me. I would definitely say, yeah, D&D, the lifestyle brand. I'm waiting for Dungeons and Dragons themed protein powders that turn up and they turn into some kind of like sports milkshake chains that show up in places with various like names, like Dwarven Keeps dark chocolate muscle builder muscle milk shake. Like I'm waiting to see that come out of this. Yeah, yeah. So that's my hot take on it, I guess. I try to be pretty neutral when it comes to some of this stuff, but man, I can't. That is just wild. That is really wild. Wow. Let's see here. What did I take away from playing Conflict over at the Dungeon Delvers channel? I took away that I guess I'm a mercenary through and through, and I was only about as good as a thread and needle and how many sutures I could pull off, because me with firearms, not so good. Me with driving, not so good. Me with throwing boom boom things was bad. The whole 9 yards. When it came to that role playing game, it was just it was not so great when it came to the dice, anyways. But I had a great time. It was really fun playing with you and Jason and all the other fun friendos over at the Delver channel. I think a good time was had by all, and I was very happy to be a part of that and to have played that with you guys because I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. Let's get the tunes going again here. There we go. Oh yeah, the kobold kombucha. You better get on that. Yeah, you better trademark that. I'm telling you. Let's get on in here. We're gonna do some more painting. Oh, but that was an excellent side quest right there. Methinks. Let's see what on here is helmet and what is beard. Okay, we're just gonna go with what we know as a beard. We're gonna go with this part. So we're gonna start off with black. We're gonna do some layers, find a color we like for our layer colors, and then we'll highlight with a lighter gray for our dark bearded brethren here. I'm happy you did. Jason was very fun to roleplay conflict with, and I was very happy he was there. So again, it was just a great time. That's for sure. Wandering monster as a wandering monster protein shake. Yeah. I dig it. That is pretty cool. But yeah, D&D is a lifestyle brand. That basically sums it just right to the T. So again, we're just kind of gonna roll with some of this coal black from Monuments Pro Acryl line. Get it all up in these beardies. I'm gonna hit some moustache area too. As long as we're here. We can't forget we are dwarves, and we got to make that facial hair look pretty lit. The first one we did should be pretty dry, so we'll put down our next layer color. I'm gonna go ahead with a little bit of this dark warm gray. This should lighten us up just a hair. Are we still talking energy drinks and protein shakes, or are we talking low mixer? Yeah, okay. They've become adult Dungeons and Dragons drinks, I see. Okay, all right, fair enough. That's where the conversations go. There was one night in the chat where there was some really tasty sounding Dungeons and Dragons cocktails happening. The names, anyways, of some really cool D&D cocktails. I'm just trying to hit the top of his beard with this gray, you know, kind of mid-length, leave the bottom black. And we'll work our way even further up with our next color for our dark bearded brethren here. Yeah, that's all right. Just like Grandma used to make it, huh? Oh boy. This guy's kind of got a coney beard going on, so we're gonna try and leave some of that black in the lower areas. Focus on the top. Turn it out nice. Let's go on to this guy. I think we're just gonna kind of pick out a couple of bits on the side here. Make sure he's in shot, and he's not. There we go. Just gonna pick out some of these higher raised areas. Really focus on the center portion there. Very nice. Now that we have a little bit of gray on there, we're gonna go to our highest highlight color here, this bright neutral gray. It's kind of bordering on white, but it's pretty good. I think that'll tie it all together very nicely. We're gonna do real tiny little strips on there, make it look nice and highlighted. Mind Flayer Malo. Is it no? Come on. I don't know my wine stuff very well, but it's Merlot, right? Or is a Malort an actual mixed drink? Now I gotta look this up. I guess if you don't ask, you're never gonna know. No, Malort is an actual drink. Okay. Okay. Alright. Got it. Distilled in some kind of... Oh, Jepson's Malort is distilled in Chicago. Okay, cool. Cool. Got it. Michael Murtag, welcome to the stream. Thanks for being here. It's good to see you. Good to see you. Yes, the combat physician with a mental condition has gone apparently somewhere in to the north of Pymeristan, or the fictional land of Frankenstein. Hopefully to find his way back to the US, but the world may never know. We're working on Cal's Abyssal Dwarves tonight. There, Michael, and it is good to see you. We're just kind of chipping away at these guys. We're working on beards right now. Want to make sure these beards are looking tasty. Yeah, okay, gotcha. The A and the E were throwing me off, so thanks for setting me right there, Kennick. Appreciate it. Malort. Okay, all right, gotcha. And apparently it doesn't taste very good. We got 9 live chat lounge cats. Still one of our friends hanging out in the Twitch space there. Feel free to say hello if you're interested. If not, that's okay too. Appreciate the lurk. And 8 cats from YouTube. I wish that StreamYard would have a function so that everybody can see everybody's chat, which is a little unfortunate. But I'm gonna try and keep them popping up on the screen for our other viewers elsewhere. So this is our like seriously highlighted color. This is gonna be the most. So I'm just gonna try and make like little bits. Little bits. Actually, this is gonna need to get thin quite a bit. I very much so underestimated how thick this gray paint was. That's kind of why I take and I make little, I'll put little sections of paint on my glove. You can see, sometimes I'm just doing it like over here to see the consistency of the paint. Sometimes I'm going over the previous color, like this was kind of our gray going on. And now I want to see what that's going to look like over my model. So I'll just paint right over it. It also helps me check the tip of my brush to see just what kind of point I'm dealing with. And if I have to kind of go back and rinse my brush or anything like that. Kind of a nice little trick. I'll put just little bits on his beard, nothing crazy. Just a little bit extra. Now once that dries, we're probably going to put a little bit of Nuln Oil on it just to make everything kind of settle down a bit. Depending on how this color will dry out, or not dry out, but dry on our model. I'm just going to make sure everything kind of comes back into focus. There you go. Kind of got our conical beard has a little bit of a highlight to it. Norwegians drink it there. Oh, okay, cool. I dig it. Prove your bravery. I've had, oh man, what was that drink called? Another drink. Oh, sorry, I'm scrounging the back of my memory for a name of a Norwegian drink. It on its way to get imported, it has to cross the equator up and down like 7 times for some traditional reason. And I cannot for the life of me think of it off the top of my head right now, unfortunately. Oh boy, Sarah would know. Oh boy, what is the name of that drink? I gotta check it out. I'm sorry. I gotta figure out what the name of that drink is. Let's check it. Oh, as you get a nice, fine, up close and personal view of the world's tiniest keyboard, which I run the show off of. Aquavit, that's what it is. That's the Norwegian drink that I know, and is actually not bad. Aquavit. So that's pretty good, but this Malort sounds not really that good. I'm not gonna lie. That kind of sounds a bit decrepit. Especially if so many people are saying it's an absolutely horrible drink. Yeah, and that's Linny Aquavit is what I know. My Norwegian knowledge comes from Captain Sig on Deadliest Catch. That guy he was cool. He was kind of cool. I don't know. I watched a bit of that show. I can't say I'm like a huge, like, Deadliest Catch fanboy, but you know, I can definitely say that I did have my Deadliest Catch phase. Now I'm just gonna put just a hair of this Nolan oil on these highlights just to kind of bring them back a little bit, so not super obtrusive. I just kind of want them to look more like just a little more gray than they currently are, just a little bit. And if I can get them in shot there, I mean, you can see it's wet. There isn't a ton of pigment in there. I'm definitely not bathing these guys in it, or their beard, so to speak. We're giving them a little beard oil. You don't want to overdo it with the beard oil. But yeah, I just kind of want that to dull down a little bit. Very nice. Cal's finished all his minis while I'm still working on my first batch. We have 10 live chat lounge cats in watching the stream. We're getting up to record levels, friends. We are really pumping tonight. Wow. Oh, that sounds terrible. Oh. That sounds really bad. So yeah, kind of dulled down our highlight just a tad, just enough to make it look a bit more humble on our mini, our little dwarves. So we are trucking away. What else are we gonna do here? I think we're gonna have 3 of these guys have the dark beards. We could go ahead and maybe we could cook us up a few nice golden beards, or we could go ahead and take ourselves some burnt red. Let's get you back there. There we go. We take ourselves some burnt red, get ourselves a little transparent orange maybe. Ooh, okay, red, orange. Well, honestly, let's rethink that. You know, I've got a pretty mug here. The colors of my beard are probably gonna be brown, because I tend to kind of go red in the wintertime with the beard. Red probably wouldn't be it. Brown, a transparent orange, maybe like a yellow. I might do it. The dungeon minister has arrived. How's it going? How's it going? Good to see you. Good to see you. We have 11 live chat lounge cats in the chat, and I'm pretty sure we're basically at stream record for the amount of folks that are in here. Burnt orange is probably gonna do it. We're doing beards. We're doing beards on our dwarves. Burnt orange, transparent orange. We need a... Guess we'll just go with straight orange. Let's see here. Have I used burnt orange? Oh. I have, but I forgot to remove this little doohickey. There we go. Get you out of there. Very nice, very nice. Alright, I'm gonna get some paint on the shakers. Let's do some orange beards for all beard kind. Yeah, I gotta say, I did enjoy the Dungeon Minister's latest recap. That was a lot of fun to watch. I mean, I am just patiently waiting for the Horde to get on the march. I'm so excited. I can't wait until the players stumble upon them. That's... Alright. That should be all of our different oranges. Alright, so I have kind of a working theory here, friends. If this transparent orange doesn't work like I think it will, which I'm hoping that it will, all we'll need is this burnt orange and the transparent orange, and the rest will just happen like magic. But you know, sometimes things don't work out the way you plan, and you just work around it. That's all good. Oh, really? There you go. Okay, cool, cool. I dig it. I dig it. I know what you run that game on your Discord, right? Dungeon Minister, your online players, you run that through the Dungeon Minister Discord. Also, I thought it was hilarious. I found you have some Discord GIFs of you, and I put them in my favorites because they're hilarious. You can find them on Discord. I just typed in Dungeon Minister one day in the as a Discord response, or as like in their selected GIF kind of thing, and it was pleasant to find that there was you were there. You were there. Because I know a lot of people like to make memes and stuff out of some of your video snippets. just for the funsies. Alright. So if you're looking for a quality gift to reply to your friends with, the Dungeon Minister has you fair and truly covered. Alright. Come on in here. We're gonna do some beards. And some of this burnt orange, which is a very nice, it's kind of the color I was looking for earlier. I was gonna kind of do the 3-layer thing, but we're working at small enough a scale we could probably sneak by. Let's see what that looks like. It's mixed maybe a little thin. Grab a little bit more paint. I kind of do it by the stroke when it comes to mixing paint, where I will load and mix my paint just right there on the palette, so I can kind of get a feel for consistency. I'll go back here. It's still quite a bit thinner than I'm looking for. Get a little bit more in there. I guess you can't really see what I'm doing. There we go. So yeah, just kind of doing it by the stroke. I feel like there's a few jokes that could be made there, or maybe a potential I could seize upon that for merchandise at some point. A nice t-shirt with that saying on there that you couldn't wear very many places. Pardon me. We'll do a little bit of the underside too. May as well. You know, we want these guys to look classy when you pick them up off the tabletop too. Give them a little bit under the chin so that somebody looks it up and is like, oh, I wonder if the bottom's painted too. Oh, you know what? It is. Because I'll take the time to do it. This is a little hard to reach crevice right here. Oof. He's getting a beard too, friends. That is quite the place to try and get your brush into. Yeah, I guess he's getting a mustache too. There we go. Fair enough. Sometimes we don't make mistakes here, just happy little accidents when it comes to mini painting. I do not own that catchphrase. I feel like that is extremely copyrighted and I should not say it. Or trademarked maybe is the better term. I don't know. Yeah, but anywho, we're just rolling with what we have here. Abyssal Dwarves sizzle. Heck yeah. We're gonna make him sizzle, alright. We're gonna make him look pretty. Well, pretty awesome. So there we go. Well, I'm hoping at some point in the future we'll get around to another project where we can send the good old Dungeon Minister another something fun. Because I would enjoy that. It was a heck of a lot of fun getting that together and tackling such a large project, that's for sure. Now we're going to work with a little transparent orange. From what I've found, this works fairly well. It's somewhere between a wash and a glaze. It's highly... it's fairly translucent. You can thin it to your heart's desire. But it essentially is designed to work like just a somewhat of a wash and deliver a small amount of pigment where you need it. And I'm hoping that this is just gonna help us tear right through the next layering step, and then just go right on to the highlight color. So we're just gonna slap that on there, see what I do. But this should go kind of hide itself, flatten out on the mini. I believe it uses, if I'm remembering correctly, I believe it uses their wash and glaze medium, which has a surfactant in it, which is essentially some type of soap or something that will spread out the molecules a bit better than your average paint, which most of the time you're not really looking to do, because you want to keep it, you know, your nice pointy brush lines and all that stuff. But if we get some good results off of that, I'm okay with just skipping an extra step using that. Oh boy, the chat has picked up a little bit. Let's check it out. Let's check it out real quick. Stopped by a hobby gaming store near me, and they had some great stuff. Cool beans, Michael. I hope you had a good time at the hobby shop. I always like going through the local myself. Should get donations for PML to paint for silent auction next Claricon with a signature card. Yeah, that's right. I still have to send you a certificate of authenticity for your figure. I want to make that look really cool though, so it's taking me a little while longer to kind of make that a thing. But that's a great idea. That definitely is a great idea. I don't know what we're gonna do with that, but I'm mentally writing that on the chalkboard. I like that. That is a very good idea, Safi. Okay, yeah. You know, Bill Sylvie's definitely got some network stuff going on. And I thank him for putting PML on the map, along with many others as well. Dungeon Minister, RPG Grandma. There's been a whole Shadow and Sons. There's so many people to thank out there. At some point, I'll put together a catalog of like, hey, check these people out. I really need to. A lot of folks have been helpful along the way in getting this thing launched. We have 12 live chat lounge cats in the stream tonight. We're like really trucking on that record there. Everybody's coming up. This might just be the biggest stream yet. I'm not sure exactly what our record is, but I mean, we have had quite a few folks coming through today. Just have to get my players out of the Great White North. They're faffing around. Gotcha. I like it. And you guys are just playing on Discord. Okay, got it. Tonka Todd is in the house. Welcome, sir. Hey, you dastardly dog, you. Welcome to the stream. See if we can fix this. Got a little bit of that. This is gonna be a pain if that dries on there. We're just gonna try and fade that in with a little bit of water. There we go. Crisis averted. That color shift paint is only like, I have not really seen the best results on people brushing that on, so I'd have to go through and re-airbrush that bit. I really didn't want to do that. I took the cheater's way out. There we go again. Although, honestly, the paint comes off fairly well. Nice. Okay. So we got a little bit of extra color here on our beards. We've got some pretty beards now. Here's just a couple of examples of two minis that are kind of similar, similar beard types. We got a nice orange. We got a nice black. Looking good. All right. Let's check up on the chat, huh? All right, well, thanks for being here there, Dungeon Minister. Indeed, paint like the wind. We're all here crafting with you. Well, I guess not. I'm not crafting currently, but I'm painting. Yeah, it does take a while to do some of these little nitpicky details. I think it's worth it in the end, though. I'm hoping to deliver a wonderful batch of dwarves back to Cal. All right, sounds good. Sounds good. I'll be Beethoven. Totally Choplin. All right. We got one more beard to go. I think we're just gonna let him chill. About an hour 20 with the stream. I think I'm gonna stick around for another couple minutes, chit chat. We got some beards done. We've got some extra little details here and there picked out. We're gonna keep trucking on it. Again, with a model count like this, somewhere like I think this is 20 or 30 models somewhere in there. Model count like this, I'm not surprised that this series is going into probably going to be like 13 or 14 paint sessions, just because of the model count. There's not really a way around it, especially when I'm maybe a little bit of a perfectionist. Yeah, 20 of them. total. So yeah, I'm not surprised. These guys have quite a bit more detail than the Horde, which was the last kind of mega paint we did. So that was a big thing. I know a guy wears a trench coat, hangs in the alley at night, asks him about his painty fingers. So, you know, but I've had a lot of fun with this. This has been like, I really wanted to use this color shift paint so badly on something that was gonna look cool. And these dwarves have, you know, at first I really wasn't digging the scheme I was going for between this blue and red kind of hyper contrast thing. But it's grown on me. The more that it is fleshed out, the entire project is fleshed out, the more I have kind of started to fall in love with them, and really expand upon what they look like. It's been a lot of fun, you know. A lot of the time, I'm kind of just going off of what might be a bit realistic for the model. Going with something a bit more whimsical has been a challenge, as well as something that has been highly entertaining and just cool to deal with. So yeah, I'm quite happy about where this has gone so far, and I'm looking to take it even a step further. Rohirrim, today was a day of glory. Beards were painted, brushes were splintered, colors were spilled. I'm so happy that PML is, you know, this is the place for nerds. Nerds, geeks, hobby enthusiasts, painters, gamers, dungeon masters, content creators, the whole 9 yards. I'm really happy that this community has kind of built itself the way it has. And over time, we've picked up more and more fine friends who have joined, and just the caliber of people who have come in has been beyond my wildest dreams. You know, we've steadily we've managed to bring in some friends organically. We've got some friends who are cross pollinators between many other channels out there, and the live chat lounge. And the amount of cats that we have showing up just keeps continuing to grow, and it's a wonderful thing, and I am quite pleased with it. Let's take care of I guess the last bits of news. I am hoping next Wednesday that we're going to be doing a live gaming session with our friend and none other than the legend himself, James F. Keck from James F. Keck Games. James and his merry band of adventurers, who you may or may not know, are going to be here, and I'm going to be painting while we play through some role-playing with his games, his own created games that he's done. Which all of them are really fun. They're a lot of fun. I've played in some of his games, and it is just a grand old time. They definitely would go to metal music festivals. I couldn't agree more. They are definitely head bashy dwarves. They are the creators of Chaos None themselves. So yeah, keep that on your radar. Next week on Wednesday, we'll be doing some painting. We'll be doing some live roleplay stuff, just to spice things up here on the channel and to keep things entertaining. I like to kind of just take a poll every once in a while and see how everybody's doing. And people felt like a little spice would be real nice, and that's what we're doing. what else can I really kind of clue you in on? Me and James are working together again on a super secret project. That's not super secret, but kind of sort of. So he's working with me on some stuff in the background. I so badly want to spill a whole can of beans for you guys, and I can't wait until I can. But I've been working hard. I've been working hard on some PML stuff. I'm telling you. I think tomorrow I am going on a movie date with a significant other, and we're gonna go see Dune 2 in the theaters. So I'm super excited about that. Like, I'm really excited. And we're gonna have ourselves a nice little movie date. I told her we're gonna go there a little bit early, and I'm gonna get her a cocktail at the nice little movie bar. I know it's probably gonna be like ridiculously expensive, but you know, it's more for the experience, right? But we're gonna go and do that tomorrow night, so I'm really excited about that. The weekend, I'm plugging away again on some Paint Minis Live background stuff. And then Monday, we're going to be resuming our normal schedule. Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, all at 8:45 p.m. So, and I know. Isn't that nuts? 125 folks. And every time I come to the Creation Cave, I try and think what 125 people would be like, you know, sitting on the other side. Well, there's a wall here, but on the other side of this is 125 people that, you know, might be checking this out. And it's a great and a wonderful feeling. It's great. I'll just put it that way. It's great. I can't wait to see Paint Minis Live hit 500. I'd really love to make my way up there, and I've got some plans on how to do that. But I don't want to, you know, I don't want to fall into that trap of trying to, you know, market the channel in such a way where I'm just scrounging for numbers and stuff, because that just burns people out, and it's no fun anyways. Like, I'm happy that this is growing organically the way it is, and however, if you are feeling kind and compelled, maybe just mention it to a friend and say, hey, I've seen this guy, he's painting some models, and if you're interested at all in talking hobby stuff, or, you know, lore from sci-fi, or, you know, whatever it is, check him out. I would appreciate that. It's, you know, I'm always interested in meeting new people and bringing some new folks into the fold. It's always a good time to make some friends. Make sure to wear your still suit and stay hydrated. I will. I'll make sure. I'm super pumped. I loved the first one. I don't know. The weirdness factor really got to me. All the strange kind of dissonant music and the very cinematic shots in the movie. I don't know. It got me. Have you seen the popcorn buckets? Maybe that's something we could cover before I really get out of here. Ask if they have Malort. Oh no. Oh no. Have you guys seen the popcorn buckets maybe they had it for the first one. I'm not sure. Okay. World's tiniest keyboard time, friends. Here we go. Let's check it out. Dune popcorn. Oh, hold on. Popcorn bucket. All right. We've been the whole this stream has this background secondary theme of buckets tonight. We watched the lady earlier opening up the D&D the D&D 50th anniversary package, and it was a golden bucket with a bunch of tchotchkes in it that were like kind of meh. So we had that bucket. Now we're talking about the Dune 2 popcorn bucket. I have a feeling that these are circulating the web at a high price if they're being, yeah. These popcorn buckets. Okay, all right, yeah. You guys gotta see this. This is great. This is great. This is really good. This is like okay, all right. I digress. I gotta share this. Okay, share screen. Let's go. Let's see here. Dune popcorn bucket. Here we go. Okay. So I gotta get that popcorn bucket to use with minis or for dice. Yeah, and a giant sandworm mini. Right. So yeah, like look at this. Like this is unbelievable. They don't really have a, yeah, this is essentially your popcorn bucket right here. So you have the Dune cup. Let me nix out this guy. We're gonna bring this, let's do this. Yeah, there we go. That's a bit better. So you got your popcorn bucket down here, and then your sandworm just sitting right. How do you get the popcorn out of this? I mean, I think it's like a soft plastic thing, but like, my God. This is definitely, is this a product to clean? You know, I guess that's maybe a hot take, but I don't really market this for, you know, this is just heads up, you know, the Pay Minis Live is kind of maybe a bit more skewed towards the adult audience. Prior to me saying this, but this sandworm bucket looks like something that you would use to clean a banana. You've got to reach your hand down into that thing to pull out your buttered up popcorn. I mean, that is wild. That is wild. And what's even more wild, I have a feeling like if I got a hold of one of these, that you know who I should send it to? I should send it to Lawrence at Dirty Basement Terrain here on YouTube. I should send it to Lawrence, and I should have him make something out of it, that popcorn top, because I bet he would make something wild. It would probably have some, you know, baby doll head or something on it. You know, that's kind of his thing. But what are people trying to sell these for? $74 on eBay, $68 on eBay. Yeah, people are trying to really capitalize on that. $80. My gosh. I wonder, is that golden 50th anniversary bucket on eBay yet? That's someone got paid to design that. Right. Oh, hey, it's Dull Rusty Knife. How's it going? It's good to see ya. Oh, wonderful, wonderful. I hope everything's going well with you, Dull Rusty Knife. I hope the fam's doing well too. It's good to see you. It's good to see you. We're talking about this freaking popcorn bucket. It's just outlandish for this Dune movie. I'm telling you, it's wild. It's wild. Ivermectin for bagworms. I guess. I guess you would. Yeah. I'm not sure. Again, I think I would leave that to Dirty Basement Terrain, because yeah, Dirty Basement Terrain would definitely roll with it. Shy Halud, gotta love it. Yeah, I think Lawrence would have a heyday with it. If I'm able to pick one up and they're not like you know, $60 for a tiny tub of popcorn, I will. And I'm gonna package it up. I'm gonna send it to him. He's gonna make something miraculous out of it, I'm sure. I'll just throw it at him to say, hey man, have fun, send it back. I'm gonna paint up some Dune minis, and we'll have ourselves a time, because yeah, I want to see if that 50th anniversary D&D bucket is on here. I'm not gonna D&D gold bucket. How much are people? Is anybody trying to huck this yet? Yeah, this is basically the bucket that they put in there. It's like, nah, I don't think anybody's hucked their gold bucket from D&D yet, or from WotC. But I mean, yeah, it looked like this bucket, which I don't know why somebody's trying to sell for $100. Oh, you get 6 of them for $100. It's still kind of a ripoff, but it looked basically like this bucket. They just put like some little doodads on the side to hold it by. All right, that's we're not gonna find what we're looking for. Anywho, yeah, that's wild. That's wild. Yeah. So we'll see what happens at the movie theater. Hopefully I'm able to pick one of those bad boys up and send it over to Lawrence. I think that'd be a wonderful collaboration to have, and you know, some fun to be had from both channels, and to just kind of do something fun together, because Lawrence is a lot of fun, and he's got a lot of fun skills too. He makes stuff out of everything. He turns it into terrain. It's a great time. With that being said, I think I have to sign off here and go back to the real world. Unfortunately, leave the painting desk until I see you again, which will be Monday at 8:45 Central Time. Otherwise, if you want to, you can go ahead and click the do the ding ding and click thing there, and you can get notified of when Paint Minis Live is going live, and have it in your time zone, so you know exactly when it's going to happen. A big thank you to everybody who joined tonight: Michael Mertag, Calvinoni, the one and only, Robert Phillips, the Dungeon Minister, Mike Dymart, Dull Rusty Knife. Again, I hope you're doing well and the fam's doing just fine. Thank you to Kennek, also known as Sapphire. Thank you to Tonka Todd, who is a huge cheerleader of the channel. Let's see here. Thank you to Bob Jester for being here earlier. Yeah, he might still be around. Thank you to Frost and Fists for cheerleading in the chat. I hope you had a wonderful adventure with your D&D crew as you were lurking. And if I missed anybody else, you know, thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. I'm sorry if I missed you. I'm Bill T with Paint Minis Live. We'll see you again on Monday. Everybody take care, have a wonderful weekend, and hobby on. Hobby on.